Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick update and show you sort of the results after it's been about a month since I added fertilizer to this tank into the ground, sort of like root tabs. Tank really needs to be cleaned, needs to be trimmed back. But the one thing I want you to notice is the growth. I am no longer injecting CO2 in this tank. There is, I could, but what I have found is the CO2 helps. I think with a little bit with the, you know, controlling the pH a little bit. There's some, probably some swings with this much plants in here that you see. And you can see the algae right there on the grass. Look at that algae on the glass that I need to take care of. And there's some, it helps with the algae, I think. One thing I have noticed is the algae is a little bit stronger without the CO2. But as you can see, look at that sword. And then I want you to look at this sword, which has several tabs underneath it. Look at that. I mean, this is a 75-gallon tank, and the leaves are growing, the swords are growing out of my tank. And this is with no CO2. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect the CO2. If I can get plants, now I will tell you this on the bottom, this has started to thin out a little bit. That's probably because of the lack of CO2. That could be it. But I'm in between deciding if I want to actually continue using CO2. It's probably been a month since CO2's not been going in here, and I'm just not seeing, I'm not seeing a lot of the benefits from it, other than, maybe stabilizing my pH, which is probably a little bit better on my fish. And, it probably will help the bottom down here a little bit. But other than that, guys, this is it. This is a tank that's, I've even cut back on the water changes. I think I've done one water change this month, and it was like 20 to 30%. And that's it. Very little maintenance on this tank. People think that when they see this tank, it's like, man, you must work a lot in this tank. Nope, you can see, look, I got algae right there on the glass. Nope, it's not much. The lights come on automatically. These are AI primes. And you can see, I really do need to do some cutting back. But you can see these things have like really just taken over the surface. You see the surface right here, and I'll let you look down. So it looks like from up here. And as you can see, I mean, there's a lot of plants on the surface. A lot of leaves. Look at that sword right there. Look at that leaf on that sword. I mean, the sword is basically blocking out all the sun, or the lights, excuse me. And then over here you can see, again, from the top. You can see, so I've got some nasty little, see that algae right there on the back side? There's a little bit of, that could be, that's some brown algae there. But I mean, I'm fixing to cut that off, so that's no big deal. And, that's what I've got, guys. It's not, I think it looks pretty good. People, when they come in my house, go, wow, how much did you pay for all those plants? And I'm like, well, they're all real. Didn't pay much at all for them. So that's the tank. The rainbows are still doing great. You can see them. Angels are doing good. I did lose an angel this month. It was a big one. One of my bigger ones, but I'm not sure why I lost them. These things are laying eggs. The angels are laying eggs like left and right. I can't keep these things. They're just constantly breeding, and they're sort of beating each other up a little bit. You can see that. Here's one right back here. There's so many plants. There's a lot of fish in this tank, guys. It just doesn't look like it because there's so many plants in here. There's another angel right there, see? Big angel too. Man, you can't even see my neons. My neons are all up in there.